What's up, guys? Simon here. Today I want to go ahead and discuss a topic that's important to your finances as well as your everyday life. It's money and relationships. The two go hand in hand. You could be very well off, but if you don't have a life partner to spend that money with you, it does not feel as good. And at the same time, you could be very well off and get a life partner eventually that will take half your money. So before I go in further into this episode, please go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. As always, comment below in regards to relationships and money, and I'll reply. Let's get into this video. So I met my wife when I was 23 years old. We met through friends. At the time, I wasn't very wealthy. I had my own business. It was doing well. I didn't own any real estate. I was just trying to do everything I can to make money. At that time, she was 18 years old and I was 23, so there's a 5-year age difference. And ever since, I've been with her. So today I'm 37 plus and we've been together, it looks to be 14 years. I want to share my success with money and relationships in this video because it's crucial to you being in a better position financially as you go down the line and as you acquire assets and as you combine your work skills together to basically build a legacy or a family foundation for the future. What's the point of having money if you can't share that money with someone you love, or having money and being in a terrible relationship? So my views on a man's role in a relationship. Obviously, you have to take care of your woman. You have to make sure that you are providing as a man for a family. Now, some people are very role specific. This is just how I was brought up or raised to believe. Ever since I started dating my wife, when we were both younger, I would always take her out and make sure that I paid for everything. I would make sure that I was never frugal with her, or I would show her that we could potentially have a good life together. So a man's role, in my opinion, you have to be able to have that money to go to a fine restaurant or even a place where it's going to cost you a few bucks. So you already have to have some money. As a woman in a relationship, it is very nice to offer to pay sometimes, and my wife did do that when we were younger, to make sure that she appreciates and understands the value of money. If you get a partner that does not understand the value of money and doesn't understand the value of your work ethic or what you're trying to do, it is very likely that you're going to end up getting divorced or breaking up. In fact, if you have a partner that is basically all about spending your time together, yet she doesn't understand what your goals are in life, trying to make money, that relationship's not going to work. And in fact, most of the divorce that happens nowadays is because of financial burden. It's not even infidelity. It's not cheating on one another. It's literally because of finances. So having a partner that understands money and financial burden, debt, spending, it's crucial and important for you to be successful in relationships and even successful in financial asset acquisitions. So if you're earning the money while your girlfriend or wife is spending all the money, you're not going to have a good relationship.
$218 Target. That was Jan. She bought washcloths and sheets.
Okay. Kmart, $178.
That was Jan again. This time she went and she bought glasses and silverware.
Okay.
Who needs an entire set of silverware?
Today's dating scene is completely different than when I was dating. Back when I started dating, you actually had to approach a girlfriend or a girl and talk to her and introduce yourself. Your A game had to be on point in person.
Hi, are you from Tennessee?
No.
Because you're the only 10 I see.
It had to be an in-person presentation, and that's a skill set that you had to acquire. Of course, there are different things, that, for example, having some money or a nice car would potentially attract a different individual. I'm not sure if you want to attract that type of individual if you have money or not. And nowadays it's even worse. People could find out what your net worth is and they may date you for that reason. But, you're going to attract the people that are in the same like-minded values as yours. So if you're an individual that likes money, you're probably going to attract an individual that also likes money. The difference is you might be acquiring the money. They may like to spend the money. this is what you got to make sure you do, or you lay out the groundwork when you are in a relationship to make sure that that money does not get out of your pocket faster than it's coming in. So spending money in relationships is crucial. You got to make sure you're on the same page. If you have a spouse that's overspending, she's going to bury your family. If you have a girlfriend that's overspending, she's going to bury your family, and you're not going to be able to continue in a successful relationship. Protecting assets. This is another crucial one. When you get married or you're about to get married, there are several things that you need to consider with your life partner. First of all, is that partner going to work as hard as you are? Are they there to be a 50-50 partner in terms of financial gain? Are they there to take care of your kids? Is it opposite? Are you there to take care of the kids while they have the better job?
I quit my old job so I can be with you.
Do you miss it?
Further action. Whether South African officials embrace or view an intrusion is yet.
No, I like my new job.
All you do is make pancakes in the
Yeah, but I'm
morning.
really good at it.
But overall, if you don't understand your role in the family or in the relationship, you're going to have a hard time expanding and improving on that. So my advice is make sure you look for a partner that understands where you want to be, and make sure you guys share that same goals in life. If you don't, and if, for example, your partner is settled in a certain direction of your relationship while you're reaching for the stars, this is not going to work. Try to get a partner that has the same values as you do. So, and the same values, I mean raising family, the same respect or upbringing, or maybe even the same political viewpoints and so forth. And I don't mind which religion you're in, and of course opposites attract all the time. However, it is a lot easier to have a partner that has a like mind as you and thinks the same way as you. So for example, if you find a person that you're attracted to and you're falling in love, but she may be on one political party while you're on the other political party, then you guys are just clashing heads, and you're potentially having arguments that are not necessary in your relationship. In relationships, there are so many obstacles from other side of the family, from her parents, from friends, from jealousy, from basically financial burden, improvement in the relationship, or maybe stability. If you have other aspects that also enter into your relationship, both financially, politically, value-wise, you might have an issue just overcoming those objectives as well. There's enough bringing you guys down that you'll experience, where if you have additional problems to worry about, it's going to put a strain on your relationship. In my other video, Millionaire Mindset, you can see I discuss divorce as a potential detrimental thing that could happen to your financial gains. So a lot of people I know that made millions get divorced, and then they're no longer millionaires. Another thing that you might want to consider when mixing in money and relationships is investing together. What kind of investments are you two looking forward to making? So for example, you may acquire money, or you may be doing great and your wife is doing well as well, but her investments may be into monetary or bad debt or depreciating assets, jewelry that's not going to go up in value, or vice versa. You may be buying a car that as soon as you walk off the lot, you've lost 10% to 20% of your car value, yet you're spending so much to keep paying for that car. Remember, your wife or your girlfriend is your business partner. She is there to make sure that you are both coming up as a business, as an entity, or as a unit. In fact, you may file joint taxes together in the future, which combine all of your assets and your earnings, so that you want to make sure your investments are on the same page and one person is not burning the money. The last thing is trust. If you can't trust someone with your money, you can't trust someone with anything. So trust is a big component of both relationships as well as money. Do you trust your partner or your spouse with your money? That's a big question you have to answer.
You know, it's about trust. I have to be able to trust you with my life. Do you understand? Can I trust you?
If the answer is no, then that's not a good partner for you. Trust also goes a long way with your partner. Do you trust them to basically not cheat on you, or be loyal to you and your expectations and your growth together? If your partner is constantly looking at other people, or is cheating, or any of that, that's a terrible situation to be in. So you have to make sure that trust is a big foundation in your part of finding that relationship partner that you've always desired. If you don't have that, you need to quickly look for a partner that you could 100% trust with your money your assets, and everything in between. Once you have a family with your partner, no matter the situation, you should be able to go ahead and give up your things so that your kids and your family are happy. As a man, I feel confident that if something was to ever happen, I would be able to make sure my kids are settled and rebuild if I needed to. That's another component. But I would never get in a relationship unless I absolutely trusted that person 100% to make sure that they take care of my kids, my money, and my home. So guys, I hope you liked this video on money and relationships, the importance of finding a good partner to understand that you both are a team to earn money, to make sure your relationship thrives and goes in a positive direction. Please go ahead, comment below, and hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps this video get promoted with YouTube, and it helps me or encourages me to make more videos. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys here next time. Thanks.